YouTube, the actor selling homes, David Contreras. Happy Friday, happy weekend or beginning of your weekend. It's what is it? 6:26 Mountain Standard Time. I'd be curious to know if you watch this, where you are watching from, being that I've actually, thanks to this medium of YouTube, I've been able to help countless home buyers, people relocating from different states in the East Coast, West Coast, down south, Midwest, and even internationally to the real estate market of the state of Utah. Anyway, doing this live because I just got off another live because of a bit of information that came in basically all of today from every lender out there, especially contacts that I have, sharing the same bit of information that is very important to you, people that you may know. As you know, the real estate market has been in a, I don't want to say in a weird funk, but it's starting to look different as of today. So the information. So a lot of buyers, home buyers, so we're talking about thousands of people across the United States that could be ready right now to purchase real estate, to buy, the first home, to relocate, to make that move, to buy investment properties, to upgrade, to downgrade. Anyway, have been sitting on essentially that fence waiting for that one moment in the year where interest rates would drop. Well, guess what? That time at that moment happened today. So as of now, the interest rate at this point is at 6.29. So take it back a few years to 2020, 2021. So when interest rates were maddening and they were very, very low, what happened? Do you remember? If you're in the state of Utah, we saw that day in and day out. If you're in any other state, you also saw that, where there was an open house and there were literally lines down the street of people waiting to get their chance at seeing an open house because the amount of homes and the amount of buyers, the surge of buyers coming into the market because everybody wanted to take advantage of those interest rates. Now, 6.29 as of today. How fast is it going to get that crazy of multiple offers? I don't know. We will see. But if you're one of the many people that have been sitting on a fence waiting for that moment, well, that one moment is here. Now, before that madness happens, and when I say we, I'm talking about realtors, we can still negotiate, because technically right now we're quote unquote on a buyer in a buyer's market, meaning that you as the buyer go with an agent such as myself to a property and you like it, there's a pretty high probability, and depending on how well the negotiator, aka the realtor, does, you will be able to get seller concessions. In other words, money that the seller will give you in order for you to buy their home. So that's where we're at this point in time. So today, huge news, 6.29, the lowest the most that an interest rate has dropped in the last year. Right now we've been in like 6.75, 6.8, etc. But today we have hit a new low. So again, how fast will it get crazy to 2020 and 2021 standards? We don't know. Hopefully not too fast, but that's where it's going. So if you are on the market, if you know of anybody that's on the market, please share this with them in case they already have contacts with the lender or they actually keep up with the news, because this is a new surge of buyers are jumping on this starting, well, today's Friday, but starting the new week. So a lot of people are going to be flooding this market and bringing back those multiple offer situations, which if you were one of the many, you know how frustrating that was. I myself had clients that were offering $40, $50, $60, $70,000 over asking, and they were still getting beat by people that had more than that. So if you still want to take advantage of that interest rate, 6.29, but be ahead of the game and still have me negotiate for you seller concessions, whether it's to bring down the price, the interest rate, or in other words, do a buy down for your interest rate, do reach out to me. Whether it's through this medium, social media, or any, you can see, if you just go into my YouTube channel, you'll see my digits and my contact information. But it's a very interesting bit of information that came in out of the Fed today. So you better get moving and not be at the tail end of this thing. All right. Have a great weekend. Peace out.